Good afternoon, everybody. We're Drank the Gold. We're based in Saratoga Springs, right up the road, and we're really thrilled to play here at the Troy Savings Bank again. The last time it was kind of the beginning of an unfortunate circumstance in
March 2020.
Yeah,
a little strange. It was our last public live performance, but.
For a while.
For a while, not forever. But yeah, thank you, John, and thank you everyone here at Troy for having us, and thank you all for coming out. It's really fun to have a kind of a nice full room to play for in this, beautiful sounding space and looking space.
Well, we'll start off with a few tunes. We play a lot of traditional Irish music and traditional and folk that we like to put our own spin on. But these first tunes are ones that we wrote. The first two we wrote. It's called The Florida and Drank the Gold, our namesake tune. And the last tune is written by our friend Justine Cefalu, a wonderful fiddler from Cincinnati. And that's called The Piney Rocklands. And these tunes, we call this the Florida set because they were all written in Florida, a place known for its Irish music. And
thank you. We'll keep you. You're a good audience.
Yeah.
They like your jokes.
Okay, good.
you. So if you were here for the artist talk earlier, you might have recognized those were a couple of jigs. I don't know if James mentioned that, but we were counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first one, though, did you catch? The first one was a slip jig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you ever get to hear us playing those Florida tunes again, you can be listening for those counts. If you want to do some higher math, or you could just enjoy it. Also, that would be allowed too. But we're gonna bring in the banjo.
Yeah, and
maybe we'll bring in a little tuning also.
We learned this song from our friend Jefferson Hamer, a really great folk musician. It's called Going to the West. In this fair land? Yeah.
Stay no more. Here my labor is in vain. I'll leave the mountains of my birth and seek more fertile gains. I'm going to the west. You say you will not go with me. You turn your eyes away. You say you will not follow me. No matter what I say, I'm going to the west. Since we first met, and you became my bride. Now I must journey far away. Without you by my side, I'm going to the west. You say you will not go with me. You turn your eyes away. You say you will not follow me. No matter what I say, I'm going to the west. I love amid scenes so bright and fair, where fragrant flowers are blooming and music fills the air. I'm going to the west. You say you will not go with me. You turn your eyes away. You say you will follow me. No matter what I say, I'm going to the west. I'm going to the west.
Thank you. So you might have caught on. First we went to Florida, and then we talked about going to the West. This is sort of going to be a traveling afternoon. We're gonna travel. We're gonna take you with us as we travel over to Scotland for a moment now, to sing a song by Mary Brooksbanks about working in the mill. That's right?
Yeah. I'll start.
Oh dear me, the mill runs fast, and the poor wee shifters can't get their rest. Shifting bobbins coarse and fine, fair to make you work for your 10 and 9. Oh dear me, I wish the day was done. Running up and down the pass is no fun. Shifting, piecing, spinning, warp, weft, and twine. Feed and clothe your barns off the 10 and 9. Oh dear me, the world is ill divided. Them that works the hardest are the least provided. I'm uncontented and dark days are mine. There's not much pleasure working on for 10 and 9. Oh dear me, the mill runs fast, and the poor wee shifters can't get their rest. Shifting bobbins coarse and fine, fair to make you work for your 10 and 9.
Yeah. Ooh,
Can I see you?
yeah.
Oh, I see. I don't understand.
Oh, whoops.
I have to admit something. I skipped something on the set list. Should we go back, or should we'll loop back to
We'll
them
forge
later?
ahead,
We'll
yeah.
forge ahead. Sorry, I kind of ruined it, but I think it'll be okay. We'll loop back. You won't even know. Forget I said that.
Well, if you were here earlier, we gave a little presentation about some of our processes, and when we talked about the different dance rhythms in Irish music, and we demoed some tunes. And one of the things we really like to do is to take these traditional songs and kind of make them our own. And this is one that we did just that with. We call it, it's kind of a Frankenstein, as we discussed, but we call it See Ya in the Haystack, Darlin'.
Hush, little darling, don't say a word. I'm gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, I'm gonna buy you a diamond ring. Say, darling, say. Turns brass, I'm gonna get you looking glass. If that looking glass gets broke, I'm gonna get you a billy goat. Say, darling, say. Apple cores, apple cores would feed the mill. We'll drink the cider from our still. Say, darling, say. You'll be an angel by and by. You'll be an angel by and by. I'll be the devil with a winking eye. Say, darling, say.
Thank you. That's how I feel when I play that tune too. Yeah, so that's a tune James put together from a couple sources, and if you were here for the talk earlier, that was like your reward. you made it, and I feel like a yeehaw when I feel like saying yeehaw when I get to play it. It's a really beautiful melody.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's play a couple barn dances.
Sure.
This is not a barn, clearly, but it's a beautiful wooden structure also. How about that? And these are some Irish dance tunes called barn dances, and they have kind of a lopey feel to them. Yeah, if you were here earlier, we were saying reels, you could count Black and Decker, and barn dances also have that 4 feel, but it doesn't feel like a train. It doesn't have that.
More like a horse.
Yeah, yeah. See if you can feel like a horse when you in a barn. Yeah. We're going to do Around the Fairy Fort is the name of the first one, and it's by a flute player named Vincent Broderick, and Lucy Farr's Barn Dance.
Consider that barn danced.
Yeah, thanks for coming along on the journey. So I'm not sure where that barn was. I guess it's a Troy barn, but we're gonna travel back over. We're very busy today. We're gonna travel back over to Ireland, I guess to County Sligo, which is, I don't know if you're so familiar with the geography of Ireland, but it's on the west coast, kind of north-ish, not totally at the north top of the island, but fairly far north. And W.B. Yeats, the poet, was from there, and he wrote this poem called The Song of Wandering Angus. And I kind of feel like he was asking folks to turn it into a song. I'm not sure if he ever tried it himself, but he wrote some beautiful words, and I think it's a really evocative sort of story, I guess we could say. And I'm not sure who made up this melody, who put the words to this melody, but I learned it from the singing of Noriana Kennedy with the band Solas. And yeah, got me hooked. Let's just start. Ready. I went out to the hazelwood because a fire was in my hand, and cotton peeled a hazel wand
and hooked a berry to a thread. And when white moths were on the wing and moth-like stars were flickering out, I dropped the berry in a stream and hooked a little silver trout. Laid it on the floor, I went to blow the fire aflame, but something rustled on the floor, and someone called me by my name. It had become a glimmering girl with apple blossoms in her hair. She called me by my name and faded through the brightening air. Now I am old with wandering through hollow lands and hilly lands, and I will find where she has gone, and kiss her lips and take her hand, and walk among long dappled grass, and pluck till time and times are done the silver apples of the moon, the golden apples of the sun.
Thank you. Flying?
Yeah.
So I think we should play another tune that James wrote, because I enjoy playing them so much. It's a lot of fun, and I think you guys enjoyed those tunes at the beginning, at the very, very beginning, and then also the Sia. I heard that some cheering there at the end of Sia. So I think another tune would be in order.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about this one?
Sure. Well, this has another unusual origin story. This one kind of came to us via a collaboration we did with our friend Galen Passon, who's a sitar player who studied in India for a number of years, studying Hindustani classical music on sitar. And we did a project with Galen and Oona and Rob Morrison on tabla, and Leah, your cousin Leah, on baran, sort of
as well as
Sam Zucchini on baran. And we did kind of a fusion of Irish and Hindustani music.
You know, your everyday fusion.
Yeah, not without precedent. There are other people who've done similar things, but we did come away with this tune, and we call it The Flying Swan. This isn't it, by the way.
Oh, funny. That high one is nice. That's good.
Okay.
All right. Little Flying Swan. And if you're into counting dance counts, whatever. I can't. How do we call them? You know, the jig rhythm or the reel rhythm.
Yeah. This is a jig.
This is a jig, right?
Yeah.
It's not a slip jig,
Nope.
is it? No, it's a normal jig. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or rashers and sausages, if you need something to keep you engaged. All right, so that was a journey. We were flying. Where did we leave off before the last time I told you we were somewhere? We were in Sligo, right? All right, so that swan was flying over to Galway, I should say. I get a little confused how to pronounce it. So Galway is how you pronounce the Irish place, the Irish county and town. Am I talking about the right song?
County down?
No. Oh. Jeez. Forget. I went to I'm taking us, we just flew over Galway just for fun, just to look at it. And then now we're gonna loop around and back up north, even further north than Sligo to County Down, and take a pause there. But you kind of, once you start flying, you want to take a little trip, so that's why Galway's very nice. So, but we're gonna pause and get in down.
Well, I think this is just a lovely tune. It's you'll probably recognize it. It's kind of a standard, and we've kind of readapted it to this sort of banjo-y vibe. I hope you like it.
Well, she looked so sweet from her 2 bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I shook myself for to see she was really there. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met at the county down. She onward sped, sure I shook my head and I looked with feeling rare. And I said I to a passerby, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. Well, he smiled at me and he says he, that's Jem in Ireland's crown. Young Rose McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of County Down. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. The harvest fair, surely she'll be there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shone bright and my hat cocked right for a smile from the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plow turns a rust-colored brown, and my smiling bride by my own fireside is the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay, Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down.
Thank you. I got a tune to D.
All right. Well, we've got a couple more things to play for you, but while he's tuning, I'll just chat for a moment to buy him some time. And we wanted to again absolutely thank the Troy Music Hall for having us. It's a real absolute treat to play in this room. It sounds so beautiful. It's when we got here this morning and we were checking the sound, and I started playing and I started singing. I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to come here every day. So yeah, that's been wonderful. We do We do have a mailing list out in the lobby right back there. I guess it's the upper lobby, I think is the name for this space back there. And if you have any interest in keeping up with our goings-on, we send out a message usually maybe once a month, not too often, and hopefully we put something kind of interesting, maybe share a video or a story of some sort, and then also we let you know if we have any interesting performances coming up. So we would love it if you want to sign up to the mailing list. We also do have a CD out there and some other fun merchandise. But most important really is we'd love to stay in touch. Yeah, thank you for coming out. It's really, it's a treat to play for this full room. And yeah, is there any other bits we need to say?
No other announcements.
Well, we have a couple more songs, so maybe if we think of more things we need to say, we'll get to it. What are we going to play now?
I think we're going to go over to Scotland for a minute and play a Neil Gow attributed piece. And this is just a lovely melody. We've been playing it for a long time now, and it has a really funny title. It's called Drunk at Night and Dry in the Morning.
It's a beautiful melody, though.
Well, now we could go over to Cork.
Yeah. We've been circling around Ireland, stopping some places where we're going to stay. Sometimes we just pause for a moment, but we're going to go to Cork in the southwest, and I actually spent a lot of time in Cork. A number of years ago, I went to college there at University College Cork, and it's a lovely city. If you haven't been there, you should put it on your list. It's a port city, so the ships can come in and out. You can walk down to the port and see quite big ships, which, from growing up in the not by the ocean, that felt kind of special to me. And there's seagulls and stuff. You have this sense of being at the ocean, but you're not. If you're in the city, you're not. There's no beach, but it's about half an hour drive to like the actual ocean. But it's very. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot, and I spend a lot of time. Well, I spend some time going to school and doing school things. But also,
you spend all your time playing sessions.
Really the point was I was studying music over there, and so part of the point and part of my education was going and learning music, traditional music from the local musicians and folks who had traveled there, and there was a really beautiful and welcoming scene there, and I learned a lot, and as well as folks playing fiddle tunes and these old melodies, there's a really vibrant scene of people making new music and writing new songs. And this song we're going to sing is by John Spillane, who is one of the kind of local hero songwriters of Cork. And you should look him up. He writes wonderful, beautiful songs. A couple of titles of ones you should check out if you're taking notes are The Dunn Stores Girl, which Dunn Stores is a grocery store, and that was like the hit single when I first moved there, and then Orca Orca Killer Whale. It's an epic, beautiful story. The song about the when the orcas swam up the river from the ocean into the city, and yeah, but this one's
a little more serious than that one, but it's well, I think you'll catch on what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's called Passage West.
I met my love in Passage West. The sun was sinking down to rest. The river to the stars confessed was the dark-haired woman I loved best. We wandered down to the chapel square, and there was magic in the air. Mother Nature gently pressed the burning river to her breast. I offered her a golden ring, my hand, my heart, and everything. Offered her a sweet love nest by the flowing banks of Passage West. Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Oh love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Oh love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? Watch the ferry come and go, watch the river ebb and flow. Tide breathe in and tide breathe out, we watch the passage flowers grow. The ghostly forms of the hunger years in sad procession did appear, with hope and sorrow made their way from Passage West to America. Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Oh love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Oh love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? The famine queen stood tall and proud. On either banks the people bowed. From Passage West came a Fenian yell, rule Britannia, ruin hell. The grass grows green on the other side, mighty ships sail out the tide. across the sea, far away from passage, my love and me. Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Oh love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? Oh love, will you go, will you go, will you go? Oh love, will you stay, will you stay, will you stay? I met my love in Passage West. The sun was sinking down to rest. The river to the stars confessed was the dark-haired woman I loved best.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? I think some reels.
Yeah, let's finish up with the reels.
Okay.
All right. So with that, we have a set of reels to finish up with, yeah, what is there to say about them?
They're awesome.
I think you're gonna like them. They're called the Navvy on the Shore, the Poet, and the Skylark are their names. And I don't really have much stories about them, but they're cool tunes, and we've been playing them for quite a while. We hope you enjoy them. We hope you enjoyed this whole afternoon, this whole morning and afternoon. Thank you. And yeah, we could maybe we'll come out there afterwards and say hi in the lobby.
Yeah, we do have some CDs and various things, and we'd love to meet you and say hi. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.